Hey, what's up everybody? Brian here with the Holy Roller playing craps on a cruise to earn a free cruise, and today we're gonna roll out John 10:10. Here we go.
Welcome to the Holy Roller, where it's all about playing craps, earning free cruises, and a whole lot more. Thanks for watching. Now let's get rolling.
All right, now this system will probably be very controversial because I am going to lay the 10. I'll just tell you right now, I'm gonna lay the 10 for $500. I'm playing with 5,000 by the way. So that's probably the most controversial part, but it's John 10:10 and it's $5,000 by the way, 5,000. This is how I get my 5,000. I'll show you. 2,500 in purple. I get 1,800 in black and then a stack of green. And then I say, give me a stack of ones and 180 in nickels, $180 in nickels. That's how I get my $5,000. Now to lay the 10, you're gonna need $12 by the way. And I'm gonna lay the 10 and then I'm gonna tell you what the name of this strategy is. Although you've seen it, it is John 10:10 and we'll talk about it. But we're gonna lay no 10. I'm gonna just leave the $12 there. So lay the 10, so no 10. There's only two combinations because I'm gonna get the hard 10. I'm setting up the bet by the way. I'm getting a hard 10 for $75. Hard 10 comes, I'll make some money. I'll make 25 bucks or minus 12. So what is that? $13, maybe. All right. So that's the first setup I'll do. Okay, now you might know this sounds like, it looks like light in the darkness, you know, hedging. Yeah, it's kind of modification of light in the darkness. But I'm calling it John 10:10 because there's only one combination of dice you do not want to see, and that is the 6, 4, 10. Or you can say the 4, 6, 10, but there's two combinations. John 10:10 says, it's a scripture in the Bible, and it says, the thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy, but I have come, Jesus said, to give you life and life to the fullest. And that's what we're hoping for, the fullness of life today, right now. We don't want the thief to come. This is the thief that comes to steal, kill, and destroy our bankroll and our joy. Okay, here we go. Let me set up the rest of it, okay? Because here we go. You might say, whoa, this is too much money. Now remember, you'll make money if it's a hard 10. You'll lose 512, by the way, if it's this one right here. Okay, so let's set up the rest. $60 on the 6 and 8. Okay, and I will show you how much money we have out there in a second. We're only gonna do 25 on the 5, by the way, and then we're gonna do 35 in the field. And here's the kicker, we're always working. We're always working, every roll, we're on every roll. Okay, now, I know I just set this up, but let me show it to you. We're gonna count it out. I'm gonna say, there's 100, okay? There's 100, here is, I happen to know this, okay? Here is 50, 250, there's an extra $5. $12 plus 5 is 17, you're playing for $17. If there is a 7, you're gonna lose $17, okay? 7 out is $17. It's costing you 17 to play. But if you know anything about the channel, we're always playing, right here, we're always playing for comp value for a free cruise, right? That's why we're playing this. That's why we're doing this. Okay, so just watch how it works. We're always working. Here's the roll. Are you ready for this? Here we go. Have you got your dice tracker yet? Make sure to get one of these. Go to holyroller.com or check the link in the description. This is able to track not only your bankroll, but your points towards a free cruise, among other things. So make sure to grab one of these. Now let's get back to it. All right, make sure to get the bankroll tracker, or not bankroll tracker, what is that? The dice tracker, sorry. I have a bankroll tracker. At the end, in this video, I'll also show you how to get the bankroll tracker. Why not, okay? And it's not a book, it's online, okay. Hard 8 is the point. Okay, here we go. Here we go, this is it, we're on. Oh, we won, sorry, we lost the field. Sorry, we were working, so hard 8. We didn't have the hard way, but it pays 70, which is a difference of $35. Put it right here. Here we go. This is our bankroll, by the way. Of course. There's a 3. Okay, now if you know anything about running with the bulls, I would always just start running with the bulls. I get paid 35. This is what I would do with the running with the bulls. See a horn, bet a field and a horn. We already had the field, so it pays for our horn bet. We do $25 on the horn high yo. We do $5 ace deuce, and then we do $5 horn for the dealers. All right, here we go. Let's see if we get a repeater. And it's a 5. The thing about the 5 is the 5 is a break even. We lose 35 and we win 35. All right, here's another roll, and it is a 4. All right, here's the 4, and we get 35. $35. Let's put it over here. We have $70 there already, by the way. One more roll, let's see what happens. And it's an 8, a winner 8, by the way. And so we're gonna win. We're gonna lose the field, but we're gonna win 70. We go off. Now watch, this is all the money that we won, the 3 hits. I know we had more, but really you're trying to just get 3 hits, because remember when we were playing for $17? We had all this money. We're getting rated for all of this money, you know, 800 points per hour. 800 points is a free cruise. You could play for 1 hour and get a free cruise. Now, if you get knocked off 2 times, that $1,000 would probably be prepaying for your cruise, but we don't leave it up all the time. Okay, that's a point hit. And now watch what we're gonna do. Remember this right here? This is our winnings. We're gonna take everything down. We're just gonna ask them, take everything down, please. And we're just gonna have them stack it, and then they'll give us our $12 back, by the way. And then we'll have it here on the side, and watch this, 110, okay, inside is gonna cost us $5. So remember, we're playing for $17, getting $35 a hit. Now we're playing for $5 and we'll get $35 a hit. Not on every roll, but on the inside numbers. This is half the combinations of the dice. 5 ways to make a 6, 5 ways to make an 8, 4 on a 5, 4 ways to make a 5, and 4 ways to make a 9. That is 18 combinations. That's half the combinations of the dice. 50-50 chance to win right here. Might as well be working. Let's do it. Here we go, coming out, and it is a 10. Whoa, look at the 6, 4, 10. That's not the one we'd want to see, and we came down just in time, didn't we? All right, that's what happens, and that's why you come down on John 10-10, and you're thinking about that right there. But we didn't get paid. Let's roll it and see what happens. We got a 5. All right, so 5 pays 35. We're gonna go ahead and go to 35, bring a quarter back to our rack. All right, here we go. And it's a 4, nothing. We should get the field. Instead of, well, let's get the pressing up a little bit. There's a 6, $35 on the 6. We're gonna make the 6 look like 60, and then we'll have a $5 change to get on the hard 6, even though it just rolled. All right, here we go. And it is another 6. All right, hard 6 falls, but the 60 pays 70. And we're gonna go to 90. Okay, so whatever hits, you just kind of put a little bit. Now look, we have 15 we could put in the field. We have another quarter. What should we put it on? Let's put it on the hard 10. I know that's aggressive, but let's see if it hits. All right, here we go. And it is a 7 out. All right, so then, let me count this, okay? Because we've been pressing our bets. I want you to know, remember when we were getting rated 800 points per hour? And now, this one would fluctuate a little bit because that would be $220 that we had on the table. They'll type it in what our bets are, so we were getting 200 points per hour at that rate, but we were pressing along the way. So the average becomes what you're earning per, your average bet per hour is your points that you're gaining towards a free cruise. So our original setup is what gave us the 800 points for 1 hour. Now, how long has that been? Well, we're gonna go back again. We're gonna go back again. Where's our money at? Here's our money. We're gonna go back at laying the 10 for 500, right? And then we're gonna go 35 in the field. We got 75 on the hard 10, 25, 60, and 60, right? All right, here's our setup. We are working, by the way, and we are working on our hard ways, and it's a coming out roll. All right, here we go. Let's see what happens. And we're rolling, and it is a 3, craps 3. Now you say, would you be running with the bulls right now with the craps 3? Yes, we would. So horn high yo for 25, $5 ace deuce, $5 horn for the dealers. Here we go. And it is hard 6, hard 6. So this loses, that's okay. We lose this, but this is what we get paid, 70. So we got a difference of $35. All right, let's put the $35 over here. Remember, that's what we did last time. And we roll again, and it's an 8. Okay, that's another $35, by the way, because we lose in the field, but we win 70. So that's 35 over here. One more roll. Can we miss it one more time? It's a 2. We got the one more roll, and guess what we're gonna do? This is what we're gonna do. This pays 70, by the way, so double in the bubble, right? All right, so this is what we're gonna do. We're going to go down, okay? So watch, I'm gonna leave this here. We're gonna go down with all of our money, including this 35 that was in there, and our lay bet. Everything's down, okay? Put it back over here, and then we have this money over here. Do you remember what we were playing with before? 110 inside. Here we go. We usually take that field money, right? There's the 110. We're playing for $5, but remember this? Let's just forget about the dealers this time. We're gonna do our horn high yo and our ace deuce, and because that's the pattern that we're running with the bulls, but we also have these, and we are working. The point is on. Let's see if we get a horn, and it is a 6. Hard 6, that's a winner. 35 here, doesn't matter, or 30 I should say, but we do get paid 35. And what we're gonna do with that hard 6, because now that we're out of the hand and we're playing for the $5, you can, if you wanted to, just go like this. You can get the hard 6, or you can say I was playing for 5, so I'm gonna put 5 back in my rack. All right, so we got that at 60, by the way. The other thing you could do is you can go 42, 42. I have other videos that show you pressing patterns, but the puck is off. We're still working. We don't wanna waste any rolls. There's an 8. We get 35, and we're gonna press that and get the hard 8, by the way. All right, so here goes the 8, and we're rolling, and it is a 3, craps 3. Now what would you do? I'd probably go $10 horn high yo. $10 horn high yo. I put $10 in just for that to happen. Oh, I forgot to get the field. If I would have got the field, I would have broke even. Then I would have put it back. Okay, let's see what would happen. Let's just say I lost the 10. Forget running with the bulls. That's a different video. 5. Okay, so I would have lost anyway. All right, so here we go. There's the $35. We're gonna take the 5 to 35. We're not gonna be too aggressive with it, because now this pays 1 for 50. We could go $25 in the field so that we could build. Remember, the field is always to build. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Oh, wow, 3, craps 3. Now we are gonna throw in $5 because we are running with the bulls. $25 horn high yo and a $5 ace deuce. Let's see if we get a repeater. And it's a 7 out, we did not. But we didn't lose any money, by the way. All we had was potential. And if I set it up one more time, you would see that you just got to have it there. John 10:10, you don't want to see that one right there. Remember, the thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy, but I have come, Jesus said, to give you life, and life to the fullest. I hope you're enjoying life today. And until next time, I hope to see you cruising and rolling on a craps table soon. See ya.